This is a primary, so of course you have the option to choose either a Republican or a Democrat ballot today. You don't have to be a member of either party. We start with your election day rundown. Alabama needs to narrow the field for a new governor. The position is open for the first time in nearly a decade as Kay Ivey is term limited. On the Republican ballot, Senator Tommy Tuberville, Will Centevaci, and Ken McPheeters are running. On the Democratic side, former Senator Doug Jones, Will Boyd, Jamel Brown, Yolanda Flowers, Chad Martin, and Nathan Mathis. This could set up a major political rematch. Tommy Tuberville and Doug Jones faced each other in the 2020 U.S. Senate race. Tuberville beat the incumbent Jones with more than 61% of the vote. If both win tonight, they will face off again in November. Tuberville's move out of Washington also opens up a major U.S. Senate race. 7 Republicans are running for the nomination. The Democratic field is smaller. These 4 are on the ballot today. And we're also closely watching Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, Secretary of State, Public Service Commission races, and several other statewide races. Today, the nation will focus on Alabama's 7 congressional districts. Recent court rulings are allowing the state to revert to its 2023 voting map. Today's votes will only count in 3 of the 7 districts. The other 4 will be postponed until the August 11th special primary, including both Districts 6 and 7 here in Jefferson County. The polls officially opened a few hours ago, and WVTM 13's Brianna Cook is live outside of the Huffman Baptist Church Polling Center. Brianna, what's voter turnout looking like so far out there?
Sylvie, right now there are a lot of people here at this polling center. I did speak with a Jefferson County election official who said that so far today there has been 25% around voter turnout, which is what he expected. The Jefferson County election officials were predicting a lower voter turnout, which was around 22 to 25%. They said that is typical for a primary election like today's. So at the moment, turnout is tracking as per usual. Now this morning there has been some problems at polling centers in other counties. According to St. Clair County Board of Registrars, this morning there were not enough Republican 2 ballots at the Moody Civic Center. They told us that the printing company did not print enough, but since then ballots have been delivered. Now you have until 7 p.m. to cast your vote, and if you're in line at 7 p.m. you can stay in line and cast your vote. Just make sure to bring a valid ID. We'll be keeping you updated if there's any more problems at any polling centers. Live in Jefferson County, Brianna Cook, WVTM 13.
Thanks, Brianna. Heads up to voters in Hoover this morning. For those who normally vote at the Hoover Met and Finley Center, today you will be voting at Hunter Street Baptist Church. This is because of the SEC baseball tournament that starts today. And this U.S. Senate race could be headed for a runoff with 7 Republicans and 4 Democrats running. A candidate needs more than 50% of the vote to win their party's nomination tonight. On the Republican side, 7 candidates want the nomination to replace outgoing Senator Tommy Tuberville. The latest financial reports show Jared Hudson, Steve Marshall, and Barry Moore with the largest war chests. Hudson has the most with more than $500,000 cash on hand. Political analyst Marissa Grayson says those 3 could be at the top.
I would say Barry Moore, certainly the endorsement from Donald Trump helped a good bit. Steve Marshall and Jared Hudson as the 3 who potentially are seen as on top, but then we also have Seth Burden, Dale Dees, and Rodney Walker working hard to try to win the primary.
For Democrats, Dakari Lariat, Kyle Sweetser, Everett West, and Mark Wheeler are running. Lariat has the most cash on hand right now with just under $10,000. But Grayson says there is no clear frontrunner.
None of the 4 candidates have served really on a national stage or even in the state legislature. It's really right now, it's them getting their names out. And I don't really think there's a frontrunner.
We will track this race throughout the day and as results come in tonight. As for the gubernatorial candidates, we have the full interviews for you right now on the WVTM 13 app. Every candidate outside of Senator Tommy Tuberville sat down with our Guy Rawlings. They answered the same set of questions on topics, and you can hear their direct answers to learn more before heading to the polls.